stretches while I wait for the audience to grow. I think it's important to instill good habits. While my coffee was brewing, I stretched a couple times and I said, wow, that feels good. So I'm going to start my morning show today with a few more stretches, waiting for people to hop on live. If nobody hops on live, it's going to be a quiet show, but that's okay. Sometimes in life you're going to have a quiet show, especially when you're trying new things. It's the way I start every workout. A few gentle stretches. Now, granted, I'm not working out today. But it'd be a great way to start every morning. Okay, you mind? Is anybody there? If nobody's there, I'm going to keep going. It's called Coffee with Ken. I might have changed it to morning stretching with Ken. Maybe I could do more benefit to the world. Maybe nobody will ever watch, and that's okay. But if nobody's going to tune on, I want to do a little stretching. I forget what this is called, like a side plank. Oh, it feels so good. Stretches your legs, stretches your lower back, stretches your right shoulder. Oh, I kind of rock into a Trikonasana, which is my favorite yoga position. Try and hold each for like 10 seconds. No real rhyme or reason, but I like to. Hey, somebody's watching my show that I call Coffee with Ken, but because I'm on YouTube today and my audience is very limited, I'm gonna do a little stretching, waiting for my audience to grow, hoping that it grows, realizing that it may not grow, and that'll be okay. Notice how I'm talking myself into this. Hold on, I got to do the other side. I don't want to be imbalanced all day, fall over. Oh, feels so good. Rock another Trikonasana on the right side. Again, not a standard part of my show, but maybe it could become a standard part of my show. I think it'd be good to talk and do a little yoga and, I don't know, get your morning started on the right foot. Because again, habits make the human. And just got out of bed and would have been easy to rush off and start my day and get my coffee started. But I think all day the fact that I didn't make my bed would be bothering me. And I think that's just a good way to get started and a good reminder to do the little things in life. Because if you do a bunch of little things right in life, it's going to add up to a big thing. And so anyway, good morning good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. This is a little show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking. It's a show about me sharing some experiences, some ups and downs I have in life, or we have in life, or humans have in life, or at least this human has in life. It's a show I started doing about 5 years ago. On Saturday mornings, I was needing to talk. I was living in a dark apartment. I was hurting. I was struggling. I was feeling bad. I had a bad self-image and a bad inner voice. And I thought it was just me. I thought it was just me. Mm. And thank you, Daniel. Good morning, RJ. Again, I thought it was just me, and I was struggling. I was feeling bad, and I started talking live on a different social media platform on a Saturday morning, and people started watching. And again, this will be 5 years ago in June, and my audience started growing. And the more I talked, the more I realized, the more people responded and favorably. And I realized I wasn't alone with my struggles and my issues and my feelings and my worries and my fears, and it felt kind of good. And my audience grew. And since that time, I've been kind of playing around. And about 2.5 years ago, I brought my show over to TikTok because I was going through more stuff, and my audience continued to grow. And I started having fun with it and started becoming a part of my day and a habit and something that I look forward to doing every morning. And although I haven't done it every morning, or I've certainly moved the times around and the platforms around, and my audience has been big on some days and very small on others. And again, I decided to go live this morning on YouTube. I don't even know if YouTube's a good live platform or if anyone tunes into YouTube looking for a live show. But I thought I'd give it a try this morning and see how it goes. But again, I was laying in bed just a moment ago, and my mind was racing, and I was worrying, and I was thinking, what if nobody hops on? What if it's a total flop? What if it's a big failure? And I just thought it was kind of funny. So I laughed at myself. I wouldn't recommend laughing at yourself, but for me, it was therapeutic. And said, well, you know, so if nobody hops on my YouTube show and it's me just talking and nobody's listening, that's okay. That's okay. What harm does it cause, and how much is it going to impact life? And I don't know. Even later today, not at all. Anyway, so here I am on YouTube, and thank you for, we got 5 people joining. I appreciate you 5. And RJ, my day was great yesterday. I'll get to that in a minute, but I want to get to what this show's about before I do that. For those that have been watching a while, this isn't just a show about me talking, telling you how I'm feeling. For those that have been watching a while, it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And over the last couple of weeks, I'm kind of transitioning to a new thing in life. And I guess life is transition, and we're always kind of doing it. Some are making very small transitions, and some are doing big transitions. And I got a big transition going on in the next couple weeks. I am from Naperville, Illinois, which is a town just outside of Chicago, just west of Chicago. So that's where I'm from. Zorro. What was I saying? Oh, and I've been staying at a buddy's the last week. And over the last week, I've been using a generic white cup and he has a Keurig coffee maker. And it would fill the coffee to the rim, and I would have to carry it very carefully to the table so it's not to spill on the floor or burn my hands or what have you. But yesterday I went by my ex-wife's house because it was my son's birthday, and we took him out for his birthday and had a nice time, by the way. But while I was there, I was having some coffee and drinking out of my coffee with Ken cup, and I go, maybe I should take this with me. Maybe I should bring it to my buddy's house so I can do my show with my very favorite mug. And I have that for you, and it's filled with coffee, and I'm excited to take my first sip on this Wednesday morning. And my hope for you is that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. The caramel. I don't know the brand. I bought it at Aldi a couple days ago. Again, I'm not used to the Keurig coffee maker, but when you're a guest in somebody's house, it's really nice when they have a Keurig. And he had his cupboard stocked with coffee from Kirkland brand coffee, a light roast, and I appreciate it. He doesn't drink anymore or drink coffee anymore. He's got tummy issues and the coffee doesn't sit well with him, but I sure do. And it's funny when, I don't know, I love the Keurig's great, but there's almost a certain guilt factor involved when you make coffee through it because, you know, you can see it running out and you can see the garbage accumulating and you think it's not environmentally friendly. But anyway, as his coffee was running out in his cupboard, I went out to the store and bought a couple boxes of the Aldi brand coffee and got a French vanilla that I had yesterday and got a caramel that I had today. And I'm going to have another sip. So cheers again. Mm. Oh, tell you, it's delicious. Real subtle flavor. But I guess, how much do you want? I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I want a lot. Caramel's pretty good. I had 2 bowls of ice cream last night to finish off my dinner, but I'll get to that in a moment. The point of this story was caramel's a really nice thing to pour into vanilla ice cream. And I think, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. If I'm just going to get a scoop of ice cream or have a bowl of ice cream, it'd probably never be vanilla. It'd really never be vanilla. My dad used to get vanilla. I got a little more pizzazz than he does, and I get various flavors. I think I got the Moose Tracks last night. I went grocery shopping, and I picked up 8 pieces of fried chicken and a tub of Moose Tracks ice cream. And let me tell you, the chicken is gone, and the ice cream is well dented, and it was all delicious. But anyway, back to vanilla ice cream. That caramel that you can pour into vanilla ice cream is really delicious and really, I don't know, makes it something special. Makes it like a sundae. It turns just a bowl of ice cream into a sundae. And it's just an amazing flavor on in vanilla ice cream. It's pretty good in coffee too, so I'm going to have another sip. Mm. But it's kind of funny. I say that wanting you to think, oh my gosh, what a horrific dinner. It probably wasn't ideal. And I'll tell you what, I'm still feeling a little full from it, whatever it is, 12 hours later. But I've been staying at my buddy's the last week, and he is a healthier eater than me. And I eat healthy. I mean, I eat vegetables. I'll eat green spinach, just take a handful and eat it several times a day. I'll eat a couple apples, a banana, fruit. I like fruits and vegetables, but I don't really incorporate them I don't cook that much, so I don't know, prepare them or do a whole lot with them, but I'll just eat them raw. I'll eat carrots and I'll finish off a bag or what have you. Just kind of snack food. But he eats healthy and he eats breasts of chicken and has little salads and stuff like that. And about 3 months ago, I was weighing 221 pounds, which was about 15 pounds heavier than I wanted to be. And I decided to try something new that's worked really well for me. And that was changing my eating habits and eating 2 really big meals a day, really whatever I wanted, and cutting out all the snacks. I can still snack on fruits and vegetables during the day because honestly, I don't really think they have any calories in them or hardly. And they're good for you. But, chips and cookies and all the stuff you put in your mouth during the day when you're a little bit hungry, I decided to spend that time experiencing hunger. And it was amazing how effective it was at losing weight. And it was satisfying to me because I think as humans, as animals, as beings, our brain is telling us to eat when we're hungry, eat all we can. And for me, trying to moderate and have a small bowl of ice cream or one hamburger and not 2 or what have you, to always have a small scoop of mashed potatoes just didn't feel right. I wanted to eat till I couldn't eat no more. And I realized that I can do that twice a day and lose weight. But I moved to my friend's house about a week ago, and he eats little breasts of chicken and little healthy little things. And I was coming home last night. I got, part of my diet is actually eating to extreme fullness, kind of satiate the appetite and kind of stop the desire for eating for another 8-10 hours. And I realized there's no amount of just little breasts of chicken that were going to do it. So I went out to the grocery store on the way home and picked up 8 pieces of fried chicken and a tub of ice cream and ate, all the chicken and the tub of ice cream. And it's part of my diet. I'm not kidding you. It works. It works. If I didn't, I'd keep losing too much weight. If you were eating I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I'm just telling you, it works. And now I'm starting to feel a little bit hungry this morning, and I'm probably going to go another 5 hours feeling hungry, and then I'm going to eat a huge, huge lunch. I'm going to eat a huge, huge dinner, and that's the way I can lose weight or moderate my caloric intake, as crazy as it sounds, but it works. But anyway, I didn't want to talk that much about that. How about we show you the pretty view on my buddy's back patio? You can see the sun hitting the trees back there. You see the swimming pool back there that, I don't know if it's probably got water in it, but it sure wouldn't dive in it yet. It's May 1st. It's May 1st. Holy smokes. Beautiful green grass. Beautiful backyard. Got a cool neighborhood. He lives in an unincorporated part of town with bigger lots and no sidewalks, but just a really nice area that's different than a lot of my hometown in Naperville, with more congested and more people living right on you. Yeah, there's a house over there, there's a house over there, but the lots are big enough that they feel, there's homes are separated. Kind of feels a little more country, and it's kind of nice. Yeah, unincorporated, there's a lot of benefits. There are people tearing down these homes, and he lives in a nice split level. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, split level with a sub basement, and he's got it upgraded nicely. But Naperville's gotten so expensive over the last couple, 3 years, and it's always been a really well-rated town, and one of the top places to live in the country and raise kids. And the schools are great, and the sports programs are great, and it's got a beautiful downtown. But there's people coming in, tearing down these homes that are perfectly great, fine homes, but building massive homes. 2 doors down, there's probably $1.5 million home, because they have big lots. And a lot like this, closer to town, might cost, I don't know, $800,000 or something like that. And here you could buy one of these homes for maybe half that. And it's a little further from town, and it's unincorporated, and there's some different changes of rules about that, but there's some nice changes. You can, burn leaves. You can kind of do what you want a little bit. You have wells in your yard, and so you probably want a water purifier or whatever it's called. But it's kind of a neat feeling, and just a little quieter. Where I was living with my ex-wife recently, the homes are closer together, and they're more expensive, and they're nice. It's a beautiful neighborhood as well, but it's different. It's different, and it's kind of nice being out on this back deck and having it being a little quieter and a little more peaceful. Yeah. RJ says he likes bonfires, and my buddy's got 2 fire pits, and he had a pallet in one over there and burned it the other night. But anyway, it's Wednesday morning. It was my son's birthday yesterday. It was my son and my daughter's birthday yesterday. I spent most of the day with my son. God bless me with 4 beautiful children. I have 2 older girls and 2 little babies that are 3, just turned 3 and 1.5. And my older girls are now 18 and 15. My oldest and my only son were born on the same day, 15 years apart. And it was both their birthdays yesterday. And I spent most of the day with my little guy Talked to my daughter a few times and sang her happy birthday. And it sounded like she had a great day. Uh, and I don't know which subject I want to pursue. I had a great day with Augie, and although I missed my daughter, I'm going to spend a ton of time with all the kids today. Spending the day with my little one and my little two, actually, while their mama goes to work. And as soon as that's done, I'm heading off to a track meet to cheer on uh, my two older girls in a track meet. Hey, it was your wife's birthday too. Wow, April 30th is a popular day. But cheer on my older two at a track meet tonight. And it's my oldest's final track meet of her high school career. And I'm going to be sad because I so enjoy cheering for her and her teammates and what have you. But fortunately, I got my second daughter runs track. She runs the sprint events, and I got two little ones. Who knows if they'll be fast or like running or want to do it. So I might have a lot of years of cheer ahead of me. But still, it's ending of an era because I've so enjoyed cheering for my oldest daughter in track and watching her persevere and overcome challenges and not being the fastest runner and not being the most gifted runner, but working really hard and becoming kind of the heart and soul of her team. And a young woman I'm just so proud of. I was on the phone with her yesterday. I was FaceTiming, actually. She was driving. I sang her happy birthday. I was looking up her nose as she's driving as the phone was set there. She goes, oh boy, as I was singing. But she started telling me how she's an adult. She can get a tattoo, she told me. I said, you're not getting a tattoo. She goes, but I could. And she's right, I can't stop her. I don't think she's going to get a tattoo, but I can't stop her. She goes, I can vote. She's feeling pretty cool being an adult. And I guess at 18, you do feel pretty cool. And I guess you are an adult, but she's always going to be my little girl. And I always tell her, I remember when she was this big. You don't like when I say that, but I say it anyway. But anyway, let's have a little more coffee. And it's Wednesday morning, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Got some clouds kind of rolling in, but we got the birds chirping. We got green grass. We got leaves coming in on the trees. You can see behind me. And I'm so excited about my day because I'm just on, coffee cup number one. Like I said, I bought a lot of caramel and a lot of French vanilla, and we still have a little Kirkland coffee left in there. So I'll probably have 2 or 3 cups while I'm here. Head over to my ex-wife's house. Maybe have a cup of coffee with her, talk to her, get her ready for her day, and send her off, and start loving on my babies. Hopefully we have a nice day. Maybe go to the park. Maybe walk our dog. Got the double stroller we're going to rock. Because my babies love getting out of the house and going for little walks, and their dad loves pushing them, and I don't know, they're the cutest little things, and they like touching plants and bushes as we ride by. They reach out if they see a little shrub as we're coming by, and for some reason like touching it, but it's kind of neat watching them experience things with their senses, and show them off and show them the world and talk to them, even though they don't really talk back a whole heck of a lot because they're just babies. And enjoy the day with them and be excited for the track meet tonight. So I'm looking forward to my day and looking forward to my coffee. And I'm grateful for the day I have ahead of me, and grateful for the birds chirping and the sun rising and the blue sky and even the clouds that we have in the back and the green grass and the comfy bed I slept in, and the adventures that await me over the next week and a half. And I still have a lot of work to do to get ready for the adventures. And let me tell you, it's a grand adventure. It's a grand adventure. And I'm thinking on this grand adventure that involves multi-state traveling of riding my scooter to this grand adventure. And I own a Suzuki Bergman 400, and my palms are sweaty just thinking about it. And I've never driven it over maybe 60 miles in a day. And it's going to be a long ride, a several day ride. And I don't even know how it would work, or if it would work, or how could it work, or how long would what troubles I could get into. And I'm coping with worry and fear and doubt and all sorts of negative thoughts. But there's a feeling of anticipation and excitement that's kind of weighing those, or offsetting those. And I think it'd be a really neat adventure to take on my scooter and experience things I never would have experienced had this opportunity not arisen, and done things I never would have done. And I think life's meant to be lived. And although part of me says it's a crazy adventure I'm going to be setting off on, maybe that's okay. And maybe that's what's meant to happen. And again, I think God has a plan, and there's a reason for everything. And this opportunity came up at the right time. Doesn't mean I'm not afraid a little bit, or scared, or worried, or concerned. But it doesn't mean it's not right either. And I'm excited about giving you a little more details and sharing a little bit about the story as it approaches and gets a little more final. But I have a whole heck of a lot going on in the next couple weeks, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to my day, and I'm excited about a bunch of things, and I hope you're feeling good as well. Hope you had a great night's sleep. I hope your week's going well. I so appreciate you hopping on this Wednesday morning and sharing me on one of my first times going live on YouTube. I had a nice audience today, and I appreciate all of you that hopped on and shared a little of your coffee with me this morning. And just want to say thank you for following on my journey, being a part of my story, starting your morning with me. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Hope if you're struggling out there, if you're struggling right now, and when you get off this live, think of 2 things. I usually say 5, but I'll go 2 things you're grateful for. Grateful for that bird that's chirping, and there's so many things to be grateful for. Pick something small. The cold water in this pink cup. Sounds silly, and I don't think most people believe it, but as soon as you do that, your mind gets going, and you get in a more positive state, and you start thinking of things that put you in a better place. So anyway, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.